Hi, I'm going to go over how to save your files in Photoshop. So this is a photograph that I took with two different layers. It's actually two different pictures. One is just the background on the night of the supermoon, and you can see the moon is kind of blah. The other one is a picture of the moon itself that I took and with longer exposure, and I really love the details in it. So I actually put it on top of that, and then I applied a layer mask and made it look as seamless as I possibly could. So as I'm working on it, I'm actually going to go File, Save As. I'm then going to save it in my Works in Progress folder, and I'm going to call this last name, first name, supermoon, and then .psd, and then save it and say maximum capability. Yeah, absolutely. I'm then gonna do whatever finishing touches I want to do. Like for example, I'm looking at this and I don't like how this line is there, so I'm just gonna use the healing mask and I'm gonna get rid of that. Maybe I might want to brighten it. Just a little bit of brightness. Yeah, okay, I'm much happier with that. All right, from there I'm gonna say, okay, I'm done with it. I'm really, really happy with how it looks. I'm gonna go File, Save As, and then I'm gonna go now to my Finished Projects folder, and I'm gonna save it as my last name dash first name dash whatever the project is called, a Photoshop file. And the reason why I'm saving it as a Photoshop file first is so that way later on, if I want to continue to work on it, or I look at it a month later and I say, ooh, I forgot some dust marks, or I really want to work on specific layers because when I merged it together, I can't work on that stuff. So I want to save it as a Photoshop file. The second thing after you saved it as a Photoshop file is you want to then save it as a JPEG, and that merges the layers together. So again, you see right now I have two layers right here that I'm working on. Those are part of Photoshop. To change to a JPEG and compress the files, I'm going to go Layer, Merge Visible. That then smooshes those layers together and then makes it into one layer, one background layer. I'm then going to go File, Save As, and then right now it's at PSD. I'm actually going to change that format to JPEG, and then you're also going to see that right now it says .jpeg instead of .psd. So again, if I change it to PSD, Photoshop, it goes to PSD. If I change it to JPEG, it says JPEG. You always, always, always want to make sure that whenever you're saving anything, that the extension is right there, .jpeg or .jpg. You also want to make sure too that you're doing last name dash first name dash whatever the project name is, .jpeg. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. And then JPEG options, 12 maximum, say okay. From there, I'm also going to save it in the shared folder. So again, you're saving it in your personal finished projects folder as a PSD file and as a JPEG file. And then you're going to the classroom shared folder and then saving it in the project, whatever the project name is. Since I'm at my home computer, I'm not able to show you that, but I can certainly show you if you're unclear about where to go. Okay? Have a great day.